On the news tonight, Oyetola bags Governor of the Year award. President Buhari tasks doctors on solutions to Nigeria healthcare challenges. Opposition leader Albanese won Australian elections as Morrison concedes defeat. Good evening and welcome to the Major Report. I am Olubumi Ajiboye Agbola. Osun State Governor Mr. Adegboyega Oyetola has observed democracy as a concept through which political leaders are expected to ensure good governance in order to guarantee maximum good for maximum number of people. Governor Oyetola made the observation while reacting to the award of Governor of the Year bestowed on him for good governance by the management of Vanguard newspapers. Governor's Office correspondent Sonia Honorede reports.
In recognition of the incredible pace of developmental transformation unfolding across the state of Osun, Governor Adegboyega Oyetola added another laurel to the growing list of laurels for an outstanding performance in the heart of good governance. Governor Oyetola, who was crowned with the Vanguard newspaper Governor of the Year 2021 for good governance at a colorful event held at Eko Hotel and Suites, Lagos, had in the recent past backed the Business Day Best Governor of the Year Award, Blueprint Newspaper Governor of the Year, Dark Communication Outstanding Leader in Good Governance, Nigeria News Direct 2021 Best Governor of the Year, and Man of the Year Award, among others. Speaking shortly after receiving the award, Governor Adegboyega Oyetola, who dedicated the award to the good people of Osun, stressed that it represents a challenge to impact more of humanity, adding that with utmost fear of God, governance can be done better, as well as bringing about positive change to humanity.
The beauty of the whole thing is the fact that we didn't notice that those few things we are doing have been noticed by some newspapers, including Vanguard. I dedicate this particular award to the entire people of Osun for the opportunity to serve. And I want to assure them, if I have their mandate again come 16th of July, I'll do more.
In his remark, the chairman of the occasion tagged Vanguard Personality of the Year 2021 award and former governor of Akwa Ibom State, Mr. Hobong Victor Atta, lauded the leadership of the newspaper for promoting excellence, hard work, competence, and integrity. In their separate remarks, the Speaker of the Osun State House of Assembly, Honorable Timothy Oweye, former member of the House of Representatives, Honorable Ayomi Diron, State Commissioner for Finance, Mr. Bola Oyebamiji, State Commissioner for Information and Civic Orientation, Mrs. Funke Egbemode, described the award as a well-deserved one for the governor.
Give him this award today further shows that our governor in the state of Osun, Mr. Adegboyega Oyetola, has performed excellently well.
Congratulate Mr. Governor for the recognition, and I only pray that he is able to continue his exemplary service to the people of Osun.
Nigerian people can give him an opportunity to represent us in the future in a higher responsibility. Fantastic man. He has taken Osun from honestly Aliza a pedestal level to a higher height, and I think this is worth celebrating.
This is not his first award, but this is the closest one to the election, and it is an endorsement for the Oyetola administration that we found a good man, and a good man has done good things in Osun.
Also present at the occasion were the wife of the governor, Mrs. Kavayat Oyetola, secretary to the state government, Prince Wole Oyebamiji, chief of staff to the governor, Dr. Charles Akinola, as well as dignitaries from across the country. Sanya Onoide, reporting from the governor's office.
President Muhammadu Buhari has urged doctors and other health professionals to devise practicable solutions for the challenges bedeviling Nigeria's healthcare system. The president made the call at the opening ceremony of the 62nd Annual General Meeting of the Nigerian Medical Association held in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. President Buhari, who was represented by the Minister of State for Health, Dr. Olorunembe Mamora, expressed concerns over the vulnerability of the country's healthcare system while explaining measures taken by his administration to ensure improvement in primary healthcare delivery in Nigeria. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has submitted that he has the requisites and knowledge to advance the development of the nation if voted into power. Vice President Osinbajo gave the indication in Osogbo during his visit to the state of Osun. Adibare Jumakinde has the details.
Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo has paid a visit to the state of Osun as part of his consultation tour across the nation ahead of the presidential elections slated for next year. The vice president, who came in Nigerian Air Force helicopter, was received by Governor Adegboyega Oyetola, represented by his deputy, Mr. Benedict Alabi, at the Government House, Okefia Osogbo. The state APC chairman, Prince Goye, and other party chieftains were also on ground to welcome the presidential aspirant. On his arrival, the vice president, alongside the deputy governor, Mr. Benedict Alabi, and a few senators of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, first paid homage to the Ataoja of Osogbo land, Oba Jimoh Olanikwekun, where he received the royal blessings, after being charged to fast-track the completion of the federal government secretariat project in Osogbo and other infrastructure development in the state. Earlier, Governor Adegboyega Oyetola, who spoke through his deputy, Mr. Benedict Alabi, appreciated Professor Yemi Osinbajo for visiting the state and lauding Governor Oyetola on his achievement in service to the state.
Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun, gómìnà fẹ́ wá sí pẹ̀lú wọn, ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ní ògbà wọn. Ṣé bá wọ́n tẹ̀lé pé àwọn nǹkan wá, wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n tó ti sí ọ̀sán, èyí tó kí gómìnà tó lọ sí òkú fún ọ̀dọ́ ìjọ́ní àwọn oṣooṣù báyìí nìyí. Òfin ọlá gómìnà kí wọ́n pé wọ́n káàbọ̀ sí ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun.
Professor Yemi Osinbajo solicited the support of all and sundry ahead of the APC national and state primary elections, where the party's presidential candidate will emerge. Professor Osinbajo said the wealth of experience and knowledge in governance will be of help to switch into action if voted into power at surmounting the challenges bedeviling the country. The vice president later had a closed-door meeting with political stakeholders at the Government House, Okefia, before his departure. Adibare Jumakide, OSBC News.
Meanwhile, as the quest for aspirants to secure the ticket of the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC, for the 2023 heightens, the national chairman of the party, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, has assured that no aspirant will leave the party after the party's primaries, which are now slated for May 26th through 30th. He gave the assurance while addressing a group of party members in the diaspora at a global virtual town hall session on intra-party democracy for the emergence of the best candidates. Senator Adamu stated that the ruling APC does not only want to win, but also wants to win big in 2023. Nigerian political parties have been urged to stand up to their constitutional duty of choosing candidates with convincing qualities, not those whose records are filled with unproductive acts. A legal expert, Mr. Femi Ayondokun, stated this after participating on OSBC TV program Saturday Morning Treat. According to the lawyer, politicians who campaign with money bags can never deliver dividends of democracy and should not be allowed to determine the fate of Nigerians. He speaks further.
One would expect that the political party system should be able to sift the wheat from the chaff, okay? So they can present very good candidates, okay? Or lay down, conditions that would make it, if you like, difficult for us to have the good, the bad, and the ugly that are now in the fray, okay? These days now you have people who do not have anything to show for what they have done with their lives up until now, anything good they have done with their lives up until now, aspiring to political offices. They want to be councillors, they want to be House of Assembly members, they want to be federal representatives, they want to be senators, they want to be governors, they want to be president. The political party system has allowed such people to join the fray just so long as they have money, okay? That's what makes it a very sad development. And what we are going to be getting is poor quality of governance, okay? That's what we are going to be getting.
On the same development, a coalition of 16 civil society organizations has urged the Independent National Electoral Commission not to tinker with the timetable for the 2023 general elections. The organization said this in Abuja during a conference on 2023 election. According to the coalition, doing so would portend danger to the integrity of the electoral process and would affect the conduct of the 2023 general elections. They also frowned on the fresh attempt by the National Assembly to amend the Electoral Act 2022, which came to force recently. They demanded that in the interest of transparency, accountability, and integrity of the election, INEC, as an impartial umpire, must maintain its timetable, which was released on February 2026. It is high time Nigerians fought corruption lest it continues attacking socioeconomic value of the nation and soil the name which was built with sweat and blood of the nationalists. The state chairman of Osun State Non-Governmental Organization, Comrade Michael Ebofin, stated this after featuring on OSBC TV Current Affairs Saturday Morning Treat. The NGO boss urged families to inculcate virtues in the children to save them from inheriting the vices from the present leaders in Nigeria. He speaks further.
That corruption has eaten deep into our fabrics. We are asking all and sundry to work against it so that we can ensure a better community. And even the democratic dispensation that is now being filthy now with corrupt practices. And we want to charge everyone to be sincere, even from the Civil Service Commission, the civil servants in their various ministries, to really be up and doing. Do not encourage your boss to be stealing. And even those who are higher in their ranks, the high ranks in the civil service, do not encourage the politicians how to steal, because some of them are innocent. Some may be innocent before they get to the office, but you will be the one to be showing them how to maneuver things. But it is unfortunate that these are still really eating deep. So we are encouraging all of us to ensure a transparent and accountable living in our system.
Let us join Oluwatobiloba Odunuga for entertainment news.
Welcome to Entertainment News segment, where we'll be discussing top happenings and recent events across the entertainment world. I am Oluwatobiloba Odunuga.
Yeah. That's wish.
I don't tell you, say I be thief, I no be robber.
Okay, thief, robber, please, what's the difference?
Oh, you think it's the joke?
Okay. These are 5 Nigerian movies you should have seen as a die-hard Nollywood fan. The Wedding Party 1 and 2 is a 2016-2017 comedy. Shortly after its release, the film and its sequel easily won their ways into the hearts of Nigerians and went on to claim their first place as the highest-grossing Nollywood film until Funke Akindele and JJ's skills Omogeto took over. Followed by King of Boys, a 2018 Nigerian crime political thriller written, co-produced and directed by Kemi Adetiba. The movie revolves around power play and stars rapper Illblaze and Reminisce in their movie debut roles. Next is the 2009 supernatural thriller film, The Figurine, which portrays just how strong the mind has over life's realities. It stars Kunle Afolayan, Ramsey Noah, and Omoni Boli. The Figurine was critically acclaimed. It was praised for its top-notch cinematography, props, and for being the movie to finally break the jinx of mediocrity in Nollywood, and for leading the revolutionary birth of what has been termed New Nollywood.
You must blow your whistle. They will keep on killing until his thirst for blood is quenched.
Followed by Oktoberfest, which is set in colonial Nigeria. Kunle Afolayan's Oktoberfest narrates the story of Danladi Waziri Sadiq Baba, a police officer from northern Nigeria who is posted to the remote town of Akote in western Nigeria to investigate the frequent female murder cases in the community and have the mystery solved before the Nigerian flag is raised on Oktoberfest, Nigeria's Independence Day.
You shouldn't take any chances.
What am I to you?
I have no respect for you. My family. I am yet to see the family of yours that deserves the respect you three.
Lastly is Ojoko 76, formerly known as Lions of 76. It's a 2016 Nigerian historical fiction drama which stars Ramsey Noah, Chidi Mokemi, Rita Dominic, among others. The story recounts the 1976 coup d'etat and its repercussions. The film was in production for 5 years and went through 7 months of scrutiny at the Nigerian military before it was allowed to air. If you have seen at least 4 out of these 5 movies, then you might have just earned yourself the bragging rights of a die-hard Nollywood fan. This is the convenience spot to draw the curtain of entertainment news segment for today. Join us next time for another sweet edition of the entertainment news. I remain your own Oluwatobiloba Odunuga saying bye for now.
And on sports, the Flying Eagles and Benin Republic have qualified to represent WAFU Zone B at next year's Under-20 African Cup of Nations in Egypt. Nigeria defeated Benin Republic to emerge champions of the 2022 WAFU Zone B tournament in Niger Republic. Omotayo Adibodo has the details of this and more.
Penalty, he drives forward and he scores. Nigeria have the lead.
The Flying Eagles have emerged champions of the 2022 WAFU Zone B tournament in Niger Republic after defeating Benin Republic 3-1 in the final. A brace from Tolulope Ojo and a goal from Ibrahim Mohamed sealed the win for Ladambozo's team. Benin Republic's consolation goal was scored by Farid Edo late in the game. Both Flying Eagles and Benin Republic will represent the WAFU Zone B at the next year's Under-20 African Cup of Nations in Egypt. The continental tournament will serve as the qualifiers for the 2023 FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Indonesia. Meanwhile, Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen has been named the best young player of 2021 outgoing Serie A season. The Napoli striker beat Juventus Dusan Vlahovic, Leao of AC Milan and Sassuolo duo of Gianluigi Scamacca and Giacomo Raspadori to the prestigious award despite scoring fewer goals than the trio. The Nigerian international scored 14 goals and made 5 assists in just 26 Serie A appearances this season. Dusan Vlahovic scored 24 goals in 35 games for both Fiorentina and Juventus, while Scamacca scored 16 times in 35 games for Sassuolo. AC Milan Mike Maigan was named the most valuable goalkeeper in the Italian top-flight division, while Gelson Brima won the award for the best defender. Inter Milan midfielder Marcelo Brozovic and striker Ciro Immobile of Lazio both won the award for the best midfielder and striker in Serie A. Osimhen rarely featured for Napoli this season due to injury problems, specifically multiple facial fractures he sustained during a nasty clash of heads with Inter Milan defender Skriniar in November 2021. The 23-year-old will be aiming to add to his tally when Napoli takes on Spezia in the finals league game tomorrow. In the meantime, Manchester City midfielder Phil Foden has become the first player to be voted the Premier League Young Player of the Season in successive seasons. After winning the 2021-22 award, the 21-year-old scored 9 goals and provided 5 assists this season, with City top of the table before the final day of the season tomorrow. He secured the most combined votes from the public and the Premier League panel. Foden beat Liverpool strength Alexander-Arnold, Crystal Palace on loan Chelsea midfielder Conor Gallagher, Palace Tyreek Mitchell, Chelsea Mason Mount, Arsenal's Aaron Ramsdale and Bukayo Saka, and West Ham's Declan Rice to the award for player aged 23 or under. The England international can help City claim their Premier League title tomorrow when they host Aston Villa, as his side goes into the final round of fixture 1 point ahead of rivals Liverpool, who are at home to Wolverhampton Wanderers. Omotayo Adebodun, OSBC News.
And now moving on to the foreign scene. Anthony Albanese and his opposition Labour Party have ended 9 years of Conservative government in Australia as Prime Minister Scott Morrison considered defeat of the coalition he led. Abdul Jalil Adebisi has more of the story and more on the foreign scene.
Albanese is the fourth Labour leader to win the government from the opposition since World War II. Mr. Albanese said in his victory speech in Sydney, during which he also repeated a theme of his campaign, that the Australian people have voted for change. It was learned that a handful of races were still too close to call, but early results showed Labour winning at least 72 seats of the 76 needed to form a government. Albanese and his party pledged to double Australia's 2030 target for cost to carbon emission, bringing the country more in line with other developed countries, to support a federal anti-corruption commission, and to increase foreign and in a broader plan to tighten relations with Southeast Asia and the Pacific Islands to counter China's growing ambitions.
During this campaign, I have put forward a positive, clear plan for a better future for our country. And I have shared the 2 principles that will drive a government that I lead. No one left behind, because we should always look after the disadvantaged and the vulnerable.
Israeli surface-to-surface missiles have killed 3 people near the Syria capital, Damascus. The missiles came from Israeli-occupied Golan Heights, and some were intercepted by the Syrian air defense. The Israeli carried out an aggression that led to the death of 3 martyrs and some materials looted. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights Work Monitor said the 3 people killed were military officers and 4 other members of an air defense crew were wounded. The Israeli strikes target Iranian positions and weapon depot near Damascus. A fire broke at one of the positions near the Damascus airport, where ambulances were seen rushing to the site of the attack. The latest strike follows one on May 13 that killed 5 people in central Syria and another near Damascus on April 27, which, according to the Syrian Observatory, killed 10 combatants, among them 6 Syrian soldiers, in the deadly raid this year. Abdul Jalil Adebisi, OSBC News.
And that ends the major report on OSBC TV. It was edited by Kayode Adebayo. I am Olubumi Ajiboye Agbola. Thanking you for staying tuned, and good night.
State Polytechnic Ire, Osun State Polytechnic Ire, Osun State Polytechnic Ire. Combined 7th Convocation Program of Osun State Polytechnic Ire holds Thursday, 26th May 2022. Graduates are those who graduated in 2016-2017, 2017-2018, 2018-2019, 2019-2020 academic sessions of the institution. The Convocation Program, scheduled to commence with a World Press Conference, takes place at NUJ Press Center, Iwo Road, Osogbo, on Tuesday, 24th May by 11 a.m., while the Convocation Lecture on Wednesday, 25th May will be delivered by a professor of human resources in Osun State University, Osogbo, Professor Dayo Ijowu Akintayo, at Ospolis ETF Auditorium by 10 a.m. The grand finale of the program is scheduled for Thursday, 26th May by 10 a.m. at the institution's pavilion and will be spiced up with prize given to outstanding graduates in the graduation years. Special guest of honor is visitor to the institution, His Excellency Governor Adegboyega Oyetola. Come one, come all. Announcer, Mr. Busari Salau Esquire, Registrar.
Start and today pẹ̀lú eré alárinrin white flower. Bí ẹ ti mọ̀ pé a fẹ́ràn yín, la ṣe pinnu láti ṣe àfihàn white flower eré òde òyìnbó sí èdè Yorùbá fún ìgbádùn yín. Agbẹjọ́rò Dante Cruz àti aya rẹ̀ ló ṣekú jẹ́ ìdúkòjì lọ́wọ́ àwọn agbanipa látàrí ẹ̀rí ìwà àjẹbánu èyí tí ó tọpinpin lórí gómìnà Julio Andante àti ọmọ rẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n orúkọ ọmọ wọn Lílì yọ ní ọjọ́ náà. Ta ló pa mòfin ọ̀hún? Kí ni padàbọ̀ Lílì sílùú Andante? White flower yóò mọ̀ wá sójú ìwòran lórí ìkànnì ST Yorùbá lóṣù karùn-ún yìí láti ọjọ́ ajé sí ọjọ́ ẹtì nídé aago 7 àṣálẹ́ lórí ìkànnì táwa yìí. ST Yorùbá, ọmọ káàárọ̀ òjíire.
Sọ̀rọ̀ sókè. Ṣọkọyọ kọ́tán. Ṣọkọyọ jolly men's program with Ada Pam Pam. Ṣọkọyọ ètò aládùn tó ti dọ́dẹ o. Ṣọkọyọ kọ́tán. Gbajúmọ̀ tó mọyì ara ẹ̀. Celebrity tó jásí. Celebrity tó mọ̀wé. Ní láti lásìkò ìgbádùn pẹ̀lú oúnjẹ tó ṣara lóore. Ìyẹn ni pé o ní láti ṣọ̀rẹ́. Ṣọkọyọ kọ́tán. Mo ní ṣọkọyọ kọ́tán. Ṣọkọyọ jolly men's program with Ada Pam Pam. Ṣọkọyọ ètò aládùn tó ti dọ́dẹ o. Ṣọkọyọ kọ́tán.
Pẹ̀lú atọ́kùn ètò ọmọ yín ọ̀rẹ́ yín Oyèdèjì ọmọ Oyèdìran tí ó máa fòbèlè túkọ̀ ètò nígbà ìwáṣẹ̀.
Mo kí wa pé a tún kú déédéé wòye o ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ ètò nígbà ìwáṣẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ ti máa ń tẹ̀lé wa lọ́jọ́ mẹ́jọ nígbà tí a jọ tàta pínṣẹ̀ ní ìjẹ̀jọ́ kí la sọ àní pé ibi tí bàbá tí a lọ bá tí a jọ ń sọ̀rọ̀ bí ọ̀rọ̀ òṣèlú ṣe rí nígbà náà ibi tá a jọ fi àdàgbé ètò ọ̀rọ̀ sí ńgbà náà ibẹ̀ náà láàkùn ti tàn gbé ìjẹta ni a jọ ń sọ̀rọ̀ ní ìjẹ̀jọ́ àwọn náà ni aláàjì ni wọ́n ọmọ ọba ni wọ́n Kèlání Oyètúndé Òrìṣàwálé láti ìlú Ìfọ̀n àgbà òṣèlú bàbá náà ló já wá bá wọn pé tẹ́rù bá rí báyìí fún àwọn tí ó mọ̀ bó la ṣe rìn látọ́ ti dé lọ́sẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìṣe wa aláàjì ẹ bá kí àwọn tí wọ́n wà nílé fún ti ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí kí a tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ ibi tí a bá dé lọ́sẹ̀ tó lọ.
Ní orúkọ Ọlọ́run